Once again, welcome back. Let's continue on the spiritual journey of the Japji Sahib's understanding by Guru Nanak Dev Ji as to why we should incorporate these things into our daily life and what is the relevance in our daily life. So in 20th Padi, Guru Sahib is telling us that we have to clean our mind. All those vices which are in the mind have to be eliminated. But what has to be put into the mind so that we can live a happy, peaceful life? Let's continue with the discussion. Ji.
Yeah, Sabri Guru is emphasizing to incorporate virtues in our mind. Now, important point to know is that ideas in our mind rules our world.
That's right.
On a daily basis. There's no other way. And Siane akhde ne ki mind is like a water. Okay, and you put red color, it looks red. You put green color, it looks green. So if you put virtues in your mind, it becomes virtuous. And if you put vices in your mind, it becomes wicked. Kar kar karna likh la jaye. What you reap, what you sow. You face consequences of your mind. So Guru says, the mind can only be washed away. The pollution of mind can only be washed away by incorporating virtues as Guru teaches us. Now, since punni papi akhan na hai, kar kar karna likh la jaye. Like the Bani is very practical, very leading our life on daily basis. And Guru continue with the practical life lessons in here. And Guru says, punni papi akhan na hai. Generosity is a virtue, cruelty is a vice. It's not, Guru says, these are not just the names, the labels, the words. A man, you do become generous or cruel in your behavior based on your actions.
That's right.
Daily actions. And those who follow the spiritual path, teachings of Sri Guru Granth Sahib, enjoy company of pious people, they become virtuous and noble people. Now, the other side is you follow your own mind, live in duality, company of wicked people, pollute your mind with vices and evil thoughts. This is the law of the nature. This we Guru kende ne kar kar karna likh la jaye. Whatever you do and whatever the company you have the choice to which path you want to walk on. Next is ape bij ape hi khao nanak hukmi aboja. And how practical, how relevant in this life, Guru says, you reap what you sow. You face consequences of your actions here and now. Guru says, Dada dosh na dehi kise dosh krama apne jo main kiya so main paya dosh na dije avarjana. Guru has shown the path. It's up to you. You want to walk on that or you don't want. It is not God that make you cheat or steal. When you edge out God from your life, your attachment to ego, greedy, selfish, that's your choice. You could walk on this path or you can walk on the spiritual path. But you must face consequences of your actions. You cannot avoid the consequences. It is your choice which path you want to walk, but you cannot avoid the consequences.
Here, Kandola Sahib, you mentioned about pious men. Now, basically in our community, another thing which is quite prevalent is that when we talk about piousness, we feel that if we go to the company of saints or babas, we are having the company of pious men. Now, basically, when you say pious men, it is that pious qualities, what you are talking about, that imbibe those qualities into your daily life.
Pious who has a tolerance, who is contentment, who is compassion, who has humility, who is serving others, those who has the virtues, they lead their life according to the teachings.
So he can be any person, anybody from whom you can get inspired to have these things into your daily life, that is, he's pious.
The Guru has always emphasized the company of people who have a good behavior, who have good gun,
high character,
high gun according to the Gurbani. Now, Nanak hukmi avo jao. We need to understand this part as well. In Pauri 1, we understood hukum rajai chalna. And in Pauri 2, we learned that hukme andar sabko. This universe, Guru says, operates according to the laws of nature we call divine will. The modern scientists agree with that. It is a Rabbi-nism. There are no exceptions to the laws of nature. ਕੁਦਰਤ ਅੰਦਰ ਵਰਤ ਰਿਹਾ ਨਬੀਨਿਜ਼ਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ exceptions ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. What you sow, so you reap. And this is the law of nature. When you drink poison, you die. And when you're angry, that creates negative chemicals. That's the law of nature. We need to understand Kudrat andar vartadeha atalnism, immutable laws of nature. That's the hukum. That's hukumi nanak hukmi avajao. This is the life, practical life aside. What your actions are, you reap the fruit of those actions.
Right.
And there are no exceptions to that. So that finishes our Pauri 20, where Guru Nanak actually give you practical examples how you wash the pollutions of your mind.
That's
it's
right.
the only one source. Incorporate the virtues, as told by the Guru, as we mentioned. We will talk about that in later Pauris as well. In the Pauri 21, Guru continue with the practical lessons, as we discussed, continue in Pauri 20. Jivan Jach di gal kar de. In Pauri 21, Guru says, Tirat tap daya dat dan, jeko pavai tilkama. Now, Guru is talking about, as we mentioned, superfluous rituals and useless religious practices of the time. Guru mentioned those first. Tirat, millions of religious places as privileges every year, and to wash away their sins. And I was reading a shabd from Bhagat Namdev. He said, Ganga jao Godavar jaiye, Kumbh jao Kedar naiye. In fact, the essence of this shabd was that these are the main places of pilgrimages. He's saying that these are all worthless ritual practices.
Right.
What matters is the meditation on the truth and Naam, what really matters, the essence of their Shabd. Now, tap, these are the rigorous body, Sririk practices as they go at the preliminaries and they do those tap. Srira nu dukh dena, yogis, the assets, the way of those ascetics. The next Guru says, tap karna. Is also, Bhagat Namji says, you hang out upside down and meditate at the religious places, kill themselves, burn in fire. These does not help you to spiritual awakening.
Right.
Now, Daya, also Guru says, this is like Jainis, they don't kill this insect, this is a pap. And Guru says that kind of daya, if you want to do daya on humans, right?
Compassion for the humans.
Compassion for the humans. Don't get into that. And then dan, and Bhakt Nam said, Brahmans, you do all this dance for the self-praise. So what basically Guru Sahib is saying here, and those the superfluous rituals and the useless religious practices are not going to help you for your spiritual awakening.
Enlightenment, right.
Guru Sahiban, Bhagat Sahiban, they're very critical, as I mentioned, of worthless religious practices. We are, in fact, doing all those. Should we be doing those? No. When Guru said those are not going to help you to lead a happy life, but we still continue doing it, we should not be doing that. And we Sikhs are going to Hemkund and others. We said, Rana Baba ji ne bada tap kita, and we still continue doing that when Guru says we should not be doing those things.
That's very true, because this thing is becoming more and more prominent in our culture basically right now. It's wonderful. Yes, we should go for darshan, we should go for ishnan, but that is a concept whereby if we think that we'll reach God by that, no. As the Gurus have very rightly said over here, that these are mere superfluous rituals. Well, they might give you some kind of inspiration by going to a particular place, but if we feel that that inspiration is just for a momentary phase, and we just feel that by that, if we have finished our religious duties, here we have to be very particular, as you have said, that no, these are not obligations which you need to complete to reach God.
Yeah. Here, the next Guru talks about exactly what you mentioned. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਮਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਭਾਉ ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਤੀਰਥ ਬਨ ਲਾਓ.
ਜੀ.
All those superfluous rituals, useless religious practices are not going to help you. You can do it, but they're not going to help you spiritually.
ਜੀ.
What matters is ਸੁਣਿਆ ਮੰਨਿਆ ਮਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਭਾਉ ਅੰਤਰਗਤ ਤੀਰਥ. In 4 pauris, Harpreet ji, we discussed ਸੁਣਿਆ.
ਜੀ.
ਸਿੱਧ ਪੀ ਸੁਣਾ.
ਠੀਕ.
We discussed 4 pauris, ਮੰਨੇ ਕੀ ਗਤ ਕਹੀ ਨਾ ਜਾਓ.
ਜੀ.
What matters, Guru says, when we listen to Guru Upadesh, teachings of the Sri Guru Granth Sahib, we understand, we internalize, we live the truth.
जी.
And that is when we realize the God within and conscious transformation happens that is accepted in the house of Nanak.
Right.
Not the other the rituals and useless religious practices.
जी.
Now Guru says, Sab gun tere mein nahi koi. And this is important to understand. Important to understand is some Harpreet ji can say that I can be a good human being without walking on the spiritual path, following my own mind. And we have seen the result of this in the present day world. What is happening when people follow their own intelligence, when their own mind. Sixth, we do not debate what Guru says.
जी.
And Guru says, to be a good human being, you must walk on the spiritual path shown by the Guru, as we discussed before.
Right.
Being virtues and godly values can only be attained by following the teachings of the Guru.
Right.
Take your ego out, take your home, take your I
So you have
out
to
of
be
that.
humble, and
Be
humility
humble.
has to be a sense, a particular part of you. We'll continue with the discussion. Sab gun tere mein nahi koi, what Guru Sahib is trying to tell us in our next episode. Thank you very much for your time, Bhai Sahib. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa,
Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Star Harbans Singh Kandola ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈ ਜੀ, 19ਵੀਂ ਪੌੜੀ ਦਾ ਸੰਖੇਪ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਮੇਟਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ 20ਵੀਂ ਪੌੜੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਿਚੁਅਲਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਚਣਾ ਹੈ, ਆਓ ਅੱਜ ਝਾਕ ਮਾਰੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਖਲੋਤੇ ਹਾਂ। ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਗਏ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਲਈ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਵੀ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕ ਦੇਈ, ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੇ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਟੁਪਕੀ ਲਾ ਲਈ। So let's see which side are we going. The Gurus told us they were very critical of what all is happening around them, and that is why they came up with an idea of internal purification, that is imbibing our life with those qualities, those virtuous qualities, so that we can become good human beings. So I hope whatever discussions we have, you take benefit out of that. Please tell your children, make them listen to this program, and also tell about this message to be told to others also, so that we all can understand the basic concept of Gurbani. If you have any questions, please do let us know. Call us at 604-603-7555, or you can call directly Mr. Harbans Singh Kandola at 604-839-1308. ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਲਈ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਤਤਪਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋਰ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਨੂੰ ਬਿਹਤਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰਨਾ। ਈਮੇਲ ਰਾਹੀਂ harpreet@akaltv.com ਤੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਜੋ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਾਂ ਖਰੀਦਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਸਮਾਂ ਖਰੀਦ ਕੇ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤ ਹੈ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸਪਾਂਸਰਸ ਦੀ, ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਅੱਗੇ ਆਓ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਸੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਰਹੀਏ। ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੋਏ ਤਾਂ 604-202-3040 ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸੰਪਰਕ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਸੋ ਫਿਰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਤਦ ਤੱਕ ਗੁੱਡ ਬਾਏ।